David is back with a look at our forecast, and it's not getting much warmer.
It's not, Brian. Matter of fact, we just received word from the National Weather Service that a winter weather advisory has been posted for much of the area. We'll get to that in a second. But of course, the reason for this another brush with wintry weather here on this Monday afternoon is yet another Arctic cold front. Here's what the Austin temperature has done since about 11 o'clock last night. We started the day at midnight and 11 o'clock at 60 degrees. Temperatures have really just taken a ramp downwards ever since, hovering near 40 degrees ever since sunrise here in the metro. We're at 42 degrees right now. Even our eastern counties down to the mid-40s, 43 degrees in LaGrange. Even colder, of course, in our northern and western areas that have had a little bit more time to cool off. We're at 35 degrees already in San Saba and Mason. By the way, wind chills area-wide right now in the 20s and 30s. Very cold, blustery day. We've also got a little bit of very light rainfall to talk about. Viper radar showing a few light greens and light blues. Those are just really drizzle, very, very light on your windshield out there. But you can still see some of that from Bastrop County down towards Luling, eastern parts of the metro area seeing a bit as well. And we expect this cold, drizzly, gray day to continue. We'll take you through the evening right now on our clouds and radar forecast. Starting you off at 6 p.m. this evening, you can still see widespread clouds, and going throughout the evening, a couple of those light greens showing up, just spotty drizzle across the area. So not much going on in terms of wintry weather today in through the midnight period, but after midnight tonight, that's when our concern grows a little bit. Let's take you out west a little bit. Water vapor and radar showing a nice spin in the clouds right here, moving over the Las Vegas area and trekking off towards the south and southeast, east and southeast rather. And this is the disturbance that could ramp up our precipitation chances a little bit later tonight, just as temperatures for some of us start to fall below freezing. So for that, let's start you off at 8 p.m. tonight. We're going to switch over to our high resolution radar model. This, by the way, not showing any cloud cover, just going to show you the precipitation and precipitation type as we go throughout the night tonight. So, starting you off tonight, let's actually rewind. That's tomorrow night. Let's start you off tonight at midnight here. As I click back just one moment here, starting off at midnight, there we go, on the clouds and radar forecast. Let me see, a little malfunction here. Let me see if I can rewind you here on the forecast itself. And here we are, all right, at midnight, starting through the early morning hours. Notice some of those green light rain showers continuing through the metro and eastern counties, but look off towards the west. A little bit of white, a little bit of pink showing up. That's that wintry mix that should get started out in the hill country just after midnight. Now, here we are at the rush hour. Still liquid rain tomorrow morning in the metro, but as that disturbance really moves overhead by noon tomorrow, notice a few of those brighter pinks showing up. Maybe a moderate wintry mix out in the hill country. Notice still along and east of the interstate, we are keeping that as liquid rain, and that should hold true through Tuesday afternoon. Temperatures very cold, but from the metro eastward, it does still look like a liquid rain situation as opposed to much ice. With that said, though, the National Weather Service has just issued a winter weather advisory, not only for the hill country, but also including the I-35 communities, including Austin. This is from midnight tonight through 6 p.m. tomorrow. With that said, though, here are the impacts that we're expecting broken down by area. First of all, the threat of ice out in the hill country, that will extend to the bridges and overpasses. We could very well see temperatures cold enough for you folks to make travel a bit hazardous tomorrow morning through the day tomorrow. I-35 and metro counties, I don't think we'll see icing on bridges, overpasses, roads. I do think we could see a little bit of ice forming, but only on windshields and exposed metal objects. Really not much at this time. Looks like it will impact travel here along I-35. Folks over to the east, little to no icing impacts. Your temperature should stay a few degrees above freezing. All right, low temperatures tonight. Here we go. 35, 37 off towards the east, just above freezing along I-35 and below freezing in the hill country. That's why we're expecting those impacts broken down as such. So for this afternoon, cold and drizzly, 40 degrees, near steady temperatures here in the metro. Tonight we'll dip down to about 33, I think, at the coldest. That's why we're not real concerned about the roadways here along and east of the interstate. Hill country folks, though, do watch out for that threat of ice tonight into the day tomorrow. Temperatures hovering tomorrow in the 30s area wide, but look at that. After we make it through this perhaps last winter storm of the season, temperatures rising into the 70s for the weekend.